Hi, I'm Jon Iwata. I'm Senior Vice President of Marketing Communications for IBM. I'm here at the Consumer Electronics Show with the Advertising Research Foundation.
You are a co-inventor of a U.S. patent for advanced semiconductor lithography technology, but you majored in journalism. How do you find yourself here at CES in 2016 with that background?
I did study journalism formally, but then I decided to embark on a career in corporate communications, corporate side.
Right.
And I entered IBM, a long time ago out in Silicon Valley. We have a research laboratory out there. It was like a university setting. And it was a multidisciplinary laboratory. My role as a communicator is to translate what they do to a lay audience, namely myself. In one part of the lab, they were pioneering the use of the most advanced kinds of microscopes. And I said, how does that work? How does that work? How does that work? And so they had to explain to me the principles by which this really advanced technology worked. Meanwhile, over here, I'm learning about some other grand challenge completely unrelated to that. And I thought to myself, if this device works on those principles, if you changed it, wouldn't you be able to use it over here? And I got it a long time ago. But I'm very proud of it. The culture that I was a part of that embraced a person who has no formal background in any of those fields. You articulate an idea rather hesitantly, and they said, no, it absolutely would work. And so it's good to be curious. David Ogilvy wrote at the beginning of his famous book, Confessions of an Advertising Man, he did not view advertising as an entertainment medium, but as a medium for education, for information. It doesn't mean it has to be dull and boring. You can get a tremendous emotional reaction by simply giving people insight into something they did not understand.
Love to hear some more about Watson.
Some might remember the grand challenge of building a computer that could beat a grandmaster in chess. That was a challenge that was very straightforward in its own way. Hard, but straightforward. When Deep Blue beat Kasparov in the 90s, while it was, impressive, it also raised some level of anxiety. The name Watson comes from the founder of IBM, Thomas J. Watson Sr. Watson came about because of a different grand challenge. Most of the data that's being created in the world today is what the technologists would call unstructured data. Computers can process the data, but they don't understand it. A really great way to force us to create something is not chess, it's Jeopardy! Watson. Debuted in the winter of 2011, and it beat Ken Jennings and Brad Rutter, who were the two best Jeopardy! Players of all time, humans. Watson is a persona, as a personality, as a character.
Right.
We're not a consumer company, but for all intents and purposes, Watson is a consumer brand. And here at Consumer Electronics Show, we're announcing some new partnerships.
Let's talk about Under Armour.
Under Armour clearly believes in the role of fitness in people's lives, as I understand it.
Yes.
And the fact that they talk about what they want to do for their customers in terms of their lives and enhancing their lives really warms the heart of IBMers. In the case of Under Armour, the data that's being created from their products and other products that are instrumented now. What can we do with the data to help us achieve our goals, whatever they may be? And this is the role of Watson. So our partnership is to work together, Under Armour and IBM, with Watson, with their products, with their technology. They have HealthBox, they have their wonderful apps now powered by Watson, build together a cognitive coach.
Have you ever encountered failure, and what's your perspective on that?
Failure is a daily occurrence.
Okay.
There have been so many things that we've tried that didn't work. There are so many things that we should have tried but we didn't do. I consider that a failure. Failures to me are regrettable. I mean, we strive for excellence at IBM, but by and large, I think people work so hard. What is productive is to convene the team and say, okay, what do we learn from this? And to share it.
Contrast kind of art and science, and I'm just so interested in hearing with your leadership role at IBM and how it transcends over into that, creating the Museum of the Future and the experiences kind of world. They're there to enhance the lives of people. Interact with.
In some way.
Yes.
And I think the science, therefore, can really play a great role, which is, in the case of Cooper Hewitt, they have this wonderful pen, which allows a person to sort of curate their own experience.
Yes.
It's a good example of how it enhances the experience rather than detracts from it.
Right, there's a direct parallel to Watson.
People think of Watson as a very appealing character. Watson is trained, learns through humans, it learns through interaction.
Yeah.
and it's there to be helpful to us. That's the art, and we have to bring both together.
Two more quick questions. One is your biggest success of 2015, and then the second is a prediction for 2016.
IBM uses a branded point of view to simultaneously articulate what we think is the future of technology and its impact on business and society, and it also provides a coherence to a company that does a lot of different things. A branded point of view has to actually be a point of view. We only do these about once every 10 or 15 years. In the 1990s, our point of view was that it would be used for serious business transactions. We branded that e-business. In 2008, we had another branded point of view launched, Smarter Planet. And Smarter Planet described the advent of the instrumentation of all things and the data phenomenon and all the rest. Last year, we articulated our next one, Cognitive Business, with Watson very prominent in that. It is the confluence of digital business with the advent of digital intelligence, which some people might call AI. One manifestation was advertising, but the real work was in developing a point of view grounded in what's actually happening. So I'm very proud of the work that many members of my team and our partners did. A prediction for 2016.
Yeah.
IBM is going to turn 105 in 2016.
We're turning 80.
And this is the year that the new IBM for our time becomes very clear to people.
So it's just been such a delight to spend time with you, and good luck to you in your 105th year.
Thanks very much, Kim. Thank you.